Hey guys, for I decided to do a video here. I see a lot of stuff out there, um, a lot of die-hard Snap-on Matco fans that talk a lot of crap on Craftsman. So um, I just thought I'd go through some of the things that are in my box and kind of go over some of the strong points of Craftsman stuff and weak points. So I think there's some stuff out there that Snap-on or Matco or Cornwell does a little better. Even SK makes some good stuff. So um, I guess stopping the the top of my box would be these these sockets. So I really kind of like the Craftsman socket. That's a spark plug socket, but I like the old style. You can't really see that very well, but the Craftsman that are actually have the size and Craftsman stamped uh, in the actual socket itself. They're going to kind of, they call it laser etching, but really anyone's been around for a while knows it's like they used to call it tattooing. So and however much anybody says, that will wear off. If you use it enough, it'll wear off. I've had it happen, and I just, for that fact, I don't like it. I would like to be able to see what size my socket is. So, for that, I don't like Craftsman. They're switching over to that. Every time I go and get another socket or something, it's always got that on it rather than being stamped. So, and for that reason, I don't really like it. Their sockets too much anymore. I think they're just as good a quality as Snap-on or any of those other brands. I have I have some friends in other shops that really don't like them because they break them. But primarily, when they break them, they're using it on impact wrenches and pneumatic tools, or they're putting a big long. One of my friends put a 6 foot long cheater pipe on the end of a 3/8 3/8 socket. So, and of course, just about no matter what brand you have, that's going to break. I mean, they make different tools for different reasons, and you got to use them right, or else they're going to break. That's just a fact of life. So, and once we're done with that, the other big one is wrenches. So I like Craftsman wrenches. I think they got kind of a more kind of an industrial feel to them. Other than the other brands are more like gear wrenches, which if you look at them, the shanks are a little, or the shafts on them are a little thinner, and they're always fully polished. I think that as far as that goes, it feels better in your hand. Actually using it all the time. So I do like them as far as that, but the actual Craftsman's is just, when I use them, I feel pretty confident that nothing's gonna break and come down and bust my knuckles. So for that reason, I like Craftsman. I think it's just kind of a toss-up on wrenches. I think it's a preference. I just am sticking with Craftsman because that's what I have, what I use, probably what I'll continue to use. So, if I was ever to get a different set of them for some odd reason, I would probably go with a different brand, just to have a set of one and a set of the other. So, um, and the wrenches are just fine except for these little bastards. These ignition wrenches they give you nowadays, I really hate them. I don't like to use them. I don't even really like to look at them, but I keep them in here just in case. Unlike these that are forged, uh, they're actually shaped like a wrench. These things are stamped. They look like they're stamped out of a solid sheet of steel. So same thickness all the way up and down, and they didn't go as far as trying to clean up the edges. So you get that kind of raw stamped look to the edges, so it looks pretty slobbish, if that's a word. So for that reason, I really don't like them. So, but they're full polished and everything like that. I mean, they're they're nice looking if you're 10 feet away, but that's not really goes into my consideration when buying tools as much as actual quality, and they just don't look like very good quality to me. So, and I know they used to make them better, but the newer ones they're putting out just are not all that good. So that I would pass on if you need ignition wrenches. So just all my wrenches except for this guy over here, SK. So and that's just it came in a toolbox that I bought one time, and there's no reason to replace it. So it's just fine. Another big one, screwdrivers. Personally, the screwdrivers, Craftsman, I would never go away from. A lot of people say they don't feel as good in your hand because they're not comfort grip or whatever, but Craftsman does make some of those. I really don't like the soft grips personally. I just, again with the wrenches, they just the hard plastic just feels better. So, and I've seen some guys with some of these old Craftsman screwdrivers that they're 20, 30 years old, and sure the clear plastic has discolored a little bit. It turned yellow, but other than that, they really haven't had any problems with them at all. So I really like them a lot better. The kind of spongy, rubbery feel of the other ones I just don't like as well. They feel like something, the actual screwdriver shaft would twist out of the handle or something. It's just, that's my thing. I just don't like them as good. These feel sturdier to me. So let's see what else. Same thing with those. Ratchets are my biggest thing. I'm a huge fan of Craftsman ratchets, primarily just because the handle. I've used Proto. I have some Proto ones, and had a snap-on one, and they've all got the round handle, and I really don't like the round handle. Maybe it's just because I'm used to it, but it just doesn't fit in my hand as good. So the just the rectangular handle in there just feels a lot better to me. So, and Craftsman generally are not as fine-toothed as say Snap-on is, but I don't know, I kind of like that personally. It just feels like it's not going to break as easy. And you can get fine-toothed ones. This one over here, the long flex head one, is fine-toothed. So it's all in what you want, I guess. I don't know. I like them better. They fit my hand better. The same thing with the breakover bar. Extensions, I don't really care one way or the other. There's nothing special about them, except the new extensions they're giving out got this little lock on there that lock the ball on the end, so your socket don't come out. I really don't like that, because sometimes when you're in a tight space or you're working underneath a car or something, you really don't want to fool around with no lock. So let's see, nothing in there. Body tools, I would not buy Craftsman body tools, just because you're working on something that's really quality finish. You want a really good quality tool. Okay, pliers are about the last thing I have, and as far as Craftsman goes, I don't really think there's much difference as far as them. I really like channel locks better than Craftsman, but I think quality wise, I think they're just fine. So between Craftsman, the only thing about Craftsman is their warranty. They don't warranty it if you work in a shop, if you use them for business, but if you never tell them, then it's not that big a problem. So anyways, you guys can decide for yourself. I just thought I'd put my 2 cents in there. So anyways, thanks.